really hope the nerf helps this Quest Mage. I mean, it's not. That's just not like a winnable matchup for a deck like this. You just have a bunch of creature removal that does absolutely nothing, and then you have a bunch of slow big minions, and they can burn you out before it matters. So you just don't get to play the game in a meaningful way. I wouldn't say that Quest Mage is oppressive in Standard. Quest Mage is oppressive in particular matchups in Standard. The same is true of Quest Warlock. I don't think the decks are fundamentally, like, too good in the format, but the way that they play out in matchups against slower decks is, like, oppressive. Mm-hmm. I mean, so the sort of like, oh well, it's a tier X deck. The reason that decks like Quest Mage or Quest Warlock are like not, top tier decks is because, at least in part, because they distort the metagame to be about beating them. Like you can't play slow controlling decks if even a small portion of the metagame, is essentially an auto loss. Sick. My opponent's playing minions. It's amazing. Gotta schedule a daily tweet for XR. I mean, I don't know if you saw my tweet this morning. I literally scheduled a tweet every day to Ixar that says Quest stink. Today's is going to be going up pretty soon. Today's is scheduled for noon. Not really as important, but yeah, we can actually do this plus this. Skull, okay. I assume this is like a Jace deck. Does mean that this comes out right now. Playing your best friend right now? Oof. You get him good. How many of you have been watching Foundation, by the way? I didn't even realize last night's was the season finale until like today. I was like, oh, I wonder how many episodes are in the season. I looked it up, and last night's was the season finale. I was like, oh, huh. What is there to do in Vegas? Oh, nothing. It's not really a fun place. Ooh, that's a good draw. Boom! But yeah, I'm going to Vegas for the MTG Vegas event that's happening. I'm actually not playing in any of the tournaments or anything. Those actually started today. There's like a modern event and a sealed deck event with the new format, the new draft set. But I'm just going to hang out and play Commander. All right. Okay. Boom. Ooh. Alright. So everyone has been playing Hearthstone for the past year. They do have a very early 2000s deck so far.
This is not what we stood for.
Okay. The third eye beam. Ow. Okay. We can hysteria those. Are you gonna try to hit like a Jace? Chaos Strike, Fell Barrage, Fury, Eye Beam. If that is your Jace, what does a Jace do? It is 3 Eye Beams, Fell Barrage, double Chaos Strike, Fury. So that's 7, 8, 9. Or yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You gain much life. Let's do this. What are your thoughts on Soul Ring? I mean, Soul Ring is clearly like one of those most powerful cards in Magic, period. Yeah, there's the Jace. Okay. So Yashraj is going to hit Strongman, and Pearl Tusk. I'm going to do this. Getting the life gun on this and the Giant Moarg Employ. I don't really see them winning with the Jace gone and me at 16 behind this Giant Moarg. I will point out, by the way, my 0-4 currently is Quest Warlock, Quest Mage, Quest Warrior. So my like frustration over playing against nothing but Quest decks feels pretty apt, I think. I'm trying to look at like any way they could possibly, not be dead. I'm playing Yashraj. Not a quest deck! Hooray! Even without quests, there are a ton of decks whose quest is to empty the deck and auto in some combo. It's basically just Garrett Rogue, and that at least got nerfed to some extent, so it's at least harder to do. Okay. Uh-huh. The funny thing is that's almost lethal.
You are an interesting foe.
Irredeemable. Husky Puppies the Priest. Let's mulligan everything. Most priests that I have been running into are Death Rattle priests. They mulligan the first card, so they're not quest. They are not shadow. Miss the good old Highlander priest is. Highlander decks in general, I think, are super fun. They're kind of like the antithesis of quest decks in that they, by nature, Shard of the Narrow Cycle. Okay. They sort of, by nature, encourage significantly diverse gameplay. Yep, there's an amulet. Alright. Rustwix, okay. This does look like the Zedalot deck, if it's playing shards too. Zero cost Pearl Tusk, alright. Can I get a Kalaka Crawler request? Hopefully. Get him. Is it possible to play this deck without the Alliance card? It'd probably be very bad. I mean, I haven't drawn it yet, but... Wave, okay. They're looking like Soul Mirror me, maybe. Maybe I just kill my own Restwicks, so if they do Soul Mirror, they don't get my dudes. It's kind of a weird play. Does leave me with significantly less pressure, though. But it heals me to full. Boom. Coin. Okay. Anything but N'Zoth? Sure. Knight is powerful against me, though.
More bones to gnaw on.
I think N'Zoth Warlock could be with the new Legendary Elemental. Oh, if you're at 15 or less, it costs... It's from Draconic Studies. Oh no, that's just in your deck. No, that is from Draconic Studies. I mean, you could play it, yeah. Seems like it could be like a decent card. I think we're pretty dead to their amulets, like in a long game here. We at least like can like, you know, try to pressure them. I think if this were like a matchup that you're looking to try to win, you'd want Ticketus. Maybe the deck should have Ticketus for like, you know, these sort of decks. It's probably better than Restwicks, frankly. Restwicks doesn't really accomplish too much. I'm gonna Claw Machine, and maybe we hit Vanndar, so we're gonna do it first. Okay. Ticketus is less cool than Restwicks. Part of the reason I just want Restwicks, though. Restwicks is a more fun card. But Ticketus is definitely good against, like, these Amulet of Dying decks, because they're shuffling their amulets in their deck, and you can, like, you know, hopefully hit them with your Ticketus. Ooh, interesting, interesting. Actually, let's do this. So right now, Canarthad brings back Rustwicks and a Moarg, right? Because I haven't played Dreadlord, they ate the other Dreadlord, so can play the other Moarg and then Canarthad is really good? Okay. Okay, well that's not good. So let's attack this one. I attack you. I Hysteria you. Okay. I can kill the front half of this. I don't know that that's worth it. It makes an amulet better. Let's just say go. Uh-huh. Well, that's not good. I already used my Hysteria. Play this. How much damage is this? This is just a ton of damage. So we're probably dead. Yeah, they're just like the amulets make them just a better like build a big board deck than me, especially if I'm not actually drawing Vanndar. We do not have Twisted Nether in our deck. It's not exactly a Twisting Nether metagame. All right, I'm gonna do this. So this means this like gives us another 9/9 in play. Oh, they just have a death. Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh, Psyche split. Okay. Well, that went poorly for me. Well, this brings back 2 Moargs, but we're behind a lot here.
Servants of the Black Harvest!
Yep. Okay, we're dead. You really don't need to do more stuff. Rip. That was at least a game where things happened. The cards that I played mattered, and the cards that my opponent played mattered. And there are things that I would like, hey, you know what I could do if I wanted to beat this deck? I could change these things about my deck, rather than like, oh, there's literally nothing I can do. Which is how it feels playing against a lot of the quests.